please tell about importance of women, and please tell about divine feminine nature.
Well, I think the divine feminine comes through in the book. That's the love energy that Sita emanates as part of her being. In terms of the role of women now, we've come through a dark era where women were considered property. They didn't have choice about their life. When you look at karma, I see that for for a number of incarnations, I took birth as a woman, didn't have control over my life, and that sank deeply into my psyche. In this life, in this birth, when I created the Global Peace Initiative of Women to give women a global platform on peacemaking, I had no idea why I did that. I was not active in the women's movement, but suddenly I was sort of like asked to do this. And I was able to bring it about. It wasn't until I remembered my past births and remembered that for so many lifetimes I didn't have control over them. I was married off, or I was sent here. I didn't have control. And now I'm in a position where I can help give other women that control. It was the completion of a karma. What's karma? It's mental patterns. I had that mental pattern. When I first got married, I bought this house with my husband. I got divorced. I couldn't keep a mortgage on my own. I had to get my father to co-sign the mortgage because I couldn't get a mortgage without my husband, and I was divorced. So in order to redo the mortgage, I had to get my father to co-sign with me. That's not the reality today. Women buy houses on their own. I mean, women, I grew up at the very end of an era where women didn't have those opportunities. It was the end of an era. It was the beginning of a new era. The women of my generation were fighting for that. I mean, Hillary Clinton is a little bit older than me, but she's of that generation where women really had to fight hard to break through. Now, what's the benefit? You can see the benefit if women are allowed to be in their own nature and not have to compete to make themselves hardened in order to get through. They are allowed to be in their own nature. You'll see there's much more care for the family. I tell you, I've sat with many groups over the years. Whenever I sit with just a group of women, within the first hour, the issue of children come up. When I sit with a group of men, that doesn't come up. When I sat with Iraqi women, two sides, the Shia and the Sunni, within a short period of time, they will all be bemoaning the effect of the war, this is during the war, on their children. Same thing with Israelis and Palestinians. They were all bemoaning the effect on their children. And so I think that women bring a different quality because of the role we play as life bearers, bearing life. And so that's why the balance is needed. Now, I don't endorse this anti-male thing at all. It's like going in the opposite direction. We need to elevate the higher qualities of the male and the female, the higher qualities. So now we've had in the West this term toxic masculinity, which I've never liked, because we have toxic masculinity, we have toxic femininity, we have toxic both. But now we have a man running for vice president and a woman running for president. A new term has come up. Tonic masculinity means healing masculinity. The male who supports the woman is a healing energy. And that's how I felt of Ram. Ram supported Sita. Sita had to go into the most dangerous situation possible on earth at that time, into the heart of the demon kingdom. Ram supported her in doing that. You think he didn't know she was doing that? He's Narayan. He supported her doing that. He knew that her work was to do that because she had to work internally with Ravan to awaken in him some remnant of who he was, the higher self. And so we need to work for is a rebalancing, and I think Ram and Sita are the perfect example of that, of rebalancing so the feminine supports the masculine and the masculine supports the feminine. So there's a true partnership that emerges. And that's what I think. We need to move away from this division, alienating one or the other. It's a partnership, a true partnership that we have to work toward. Thank you all for listening to my stories.
Thank you.